Hi everybody, Music Director Darryl O'Neill here with a video preview of our first upcoming concert of our 50th anniversary season. Yes, that's right. The Victoria Symphony Orchestra has been serving the community for the last 50 years, bringing all kinds of wonderful symphonic music, TV music, movie music, Broadway music, all kinds to serve the community. You know, we started out with just a few concerts and eventually got to the point where we have our 5 Master Season concerts, our Spooktacular, Downtown Rhythms, our annual education concerts, so much that we try to do. And that's just the concerts. There's all the educational initiatives that we do as well. Many things to serve the community with live symphonic music. And we're grateful for your support and grateful that you are tuning into this. And hopefully you will enjoy this as well as the rest of the season. This first concert that we are having in September, coming up, is the concert that features Broadway singers. That's right, singers from Broadway. It's from a group called Bravo Broadway, and they're doing a number of Broadway hits. I've worked with them on trying to get a good mix. We wanted to have things from the past musicals as well as things that were more current. And so I'm going to be playing a little bit here from my computer, some little bits of the entire program for you. So you'll bear with me as I turns on and turns off and I get little cuts here and there so that you can get a chance to hear what's going on. We want to start out with something very bright and happy. We have an overture that's called Broadway Tonight, and it's the orchestra only, and it features all kinds of Broadway tunes all compacted into one. That'll be the opening number. But what you're waiting for are the actual singers themselves. We've got 3 singers that are performing with us: Scarlett Strallen, LeKish Jones, and Hugh Panaro. So we've got 2 girls and 1 guy, and they're going to be doing a bunch of different things. They're doing some solos, some duets, and also some trios as well. So they'll be coming back and forth on the stage. So we're going to start out with something with a little pizzazz to it. Let's see if I can get that. This is from The Wiz, and it's called Everybody Rejoice. Nice, happy, upbeat beginning.
Everybody look around, 'cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see. Everybody come out, and let's commence to sing and joyfully. Everybody look up, find the hope that we've been waiting on. Everybody's glad, because the sound of is gone.
And as that goes on, we're going to be moving to another tune after that. That's with the trio, with all 3 of them. And then we're going to have, also from The Wiz, the tune Home.
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing.
Something nice and contemplative.
I wish I was home. I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing.
That will be followed by something from Sweeney Todd. And the tune will be Not While I'm Around. It's a cute little tune.
If there was someone around, someone bad, only you didn't know him.
What is this? What are you talking about?
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around. Demons are prowling everywhere nowadays.
These are a little bit more contemporary, Sweeney Todd, and The Wiz is back from the 80s, but we go a little further back to Lerner and Loewe. Frederick wrote a wonderful score for My Fair Lady, and this is probably one of the most well-known tunes.
Bed, I couldn't go to bed. My head's too light to try to set it down.
sleep, sleep.
This is that
I could
introduction
sleep
that
right.
people don't
What
recognize
were all the
sometimes.
jewels in the crown?
But you'll recognize this tune here.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more.
Those of you who are really good at identifying singers, yes, that was Julie Andrews. But Scarlett Strallen will be singing that for us. We move on to something a little more contemporary, a show that started as an animated cartoon feature and then eventually made it to the movies and to Broadway. And you'll probably recognize it by this opening. And you probably know that as the opening of The Lion King, The Circle of Life. And as it continues on, and to the tune,
You're right on this planet, and blinking, step into the sun.
that's great. Now the singers will take a break, and then we're going to have the orchestra come out, and they're going to be doing an arrangement of 76 trombones from the Music Man. And it's all for orchestra. It's by Leroy Anderson. It's a very clever arrangement. Let me see if I can get into the middle of it. Yeah, 76 trombones like the big parade. We always need to have a couple pieces to feature the orchestra, and also gives the singers a chance to rest. Then there's another tune. This is Julie Andrews again, the recording that I have here, and maybe you'll recognize it from this very opening.
And each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes.
But the bird woman.
Come feed the little birds, show them you
The main tune.
From you.
Here's what most people recognize of this tune.
Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag.
Yeah, so this is Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins. Then we do come back to something a little more contemporary.
Ever since I was a child, I tried to be the best. So what happened? My family and friends all said I was blessed.
This is always that opening intro for all the famous tunes, and eventually it gets to the tune
to be teaching
that everyone
Christ
recognizes.
was the sea. But it's time for me to step up. So then why was I so? My Lord is mightier and always has my back. Now I must be.
This is I Believe from the Book of Mormon.
Even one shred of doubt, I believe that the Lord God created the universe. I believe that He sent His only Son to die for my sins, and I believe.
That will be followed by Proud Mary from the musical Tina Turner. I think you all know that tune, but I'm going to just jump into it here.
That's the way we do. Proud Mary. I will roll it, roll it, rolling on the river. Listen to the story now.
And that ends the first half of all these different tunes. Orchestra will come back and play an overture of tunes from Rodgers and Hammerstein. So we wanted to make sure we got some of the storied and legendary musicals as well. So the orchestra will come up and play a medley of Rodgers and Hammerstein's tunes, all of which you will recognize. And then they'll come up and they'll open up with this tune. Little snare drum opening.
Welcome im cabaret, au cabaret, du cabaret.
Well, I guess I gave it away, didn't
Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, Ladies und Gentlemen.
Cabaret, du cabaret.
Yes, this is Willkommen from Cabaret. Welcome in various languages as they're singing and saying, welcome to the cabaret. That brings us to the next tune. Famous opening. Famous city. Then
5, 6, 7, 8.
this is the introduction to All That Jazz from the musical Chicago. If I could get the middle of it.
Where the genie is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl.
Here we go.
And all that jazz.
We switch gears to a familiar musical to many about Jean Valjean. You probably know that name. Les Mis and that absolutely sublime tune, Bring Him Home. Bring this young man home from the war.
You have always been there.
We switch gears back to that great fount of music and movies and shows, Disney. We did Circle of Life from The Lion King before. You'll probably recognize this tune. Not the best recording, but...
Snowflakes white on a mountain tonight, no footprints to be seen.
So you can find the main tune.
Always have to be to feel. Will not let go. Let it go. Let it go. Can't hold it back.
Everybody knows this tune, right?
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, Let It Go from Frozen. We'll change things up to one of the earlier musicals, The Little Shop of Horrors, and this tune called Suddenly Seymour.
Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away. Show me your face, clean as the morning. I know don't have to pretend.
Here we go.
Suddenly Seymour.
There's the name, Suddenly Seymour, from The Little Shop of Horrors. The orchestra will then come out. These singers will have a break, and the orchestra will play a medley of selections from West Side Story. So you'll hear the Mambo and Tonight and Somewhere, all the famous tunes from West Side Story in that. And then we'll come back, and there's a bluesy selection from Dreamgirls. And I'm telling you, from Dream Girl.
You're the best man I'll ever know. That's the way I can ever go.
Very bluesy.
No way I'm living without you.
And then finally, we will end with a selection from one of the great musicals and one of the longest running musicals in New York City. In fact, it just only ended its run this past year.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation.
This is the music of the night.
Darkness stirs and wakes imagination.
From the Phantom of the Opera.
Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
From Andrew Lloyd Webber. So that is a preview of the many tunes that will be featured in this program. Bravo Broadway, selections from musicals both new and old. And so we hope you'll come out to our opening concert of the 50th season. All of our concerts are going to be terrific, and so I hope you've got your subscriptions, and if you haven't, you can go ahead to the Victoria Symphony Orchestra office and make sure that you purchase yours, or even your individual tickets if you like this particular concert or any of the ones that we have coming up. So, thank you for watching this video preview of the upcoming concert, Bravo Broadway, for our 50th season of the Victoria Symphony Orchestra. Thanks, and we'll see you in the concert hall.